Hi everyone, Scott from Green Lab Futures. So thanks again for joining us, where we're going to run through some tips and tricks for you today to use within your own content media strategy. So last week we were talking about the storytelling narrative. We really kind of pulled that apart to talk about how we can put that into more context to tell a story that our consumer market can support, love and become passionate about. And so today we wanted to explore the world of content curation and content creation the following week. So we're seeing a lot of this right now, and this is how we use other people's material or other people's content to build on our storytelling narrative. So that might be through the use of images, videos, podcasts, articles, documents, anything that you can find context around to tell your story. We use that and we borrow that, and that allows us to build the storytelling narrative with more context. But so what we're doing is we're curating other people's content. And that's okay. That's obviously okay, because that's what a lot of us do across our platforms, whether that be on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram, where we kind of get started telling that story. But what some of the challenges are is that with the content curation, we're always looking for other people's material to be able to use that to continue to tell our story. So there are some limitations with content curation, because once we go down that pathway, we're forever looking for more and more material to use or content so that we can continue to curate it to support our voice or our narrative that we're building within our venture. And so it might mean that we use some really good content at the beginning of telling our storytelling narrative, and we can recycle that content over. Not over and over, not reposting the same content, but we can use the same article, for instance, and tell a different narrative as the story has changed and evolved. So that's obviously one good bonus. And we can also set Google Alerts to pull a lot of this material for us and to send it straight to our inbox automatically. And I've found myself that I've been able to set up quite a few different automated processes where I can pull the data, the content that I need, and then I can give it the voice that I need to give it to help grow our audience. And so you can see on our Palette Club Gippsland Social Enterprise page and our Coffee Grounds Gippsland Social Enterprise page as well, that we've used a combination of content curation and content creation. You'll have noticed on Coffee Grounds Gippsland there's a lot of content curation happening, where we find articles about some really inspirational topics where other people around the world are researching and using coffee grounds for certain projects. And so we then share that content and we curate it to give it our voice. Whereas with our Palette Club Gippsland Social Enterprise, we've created our own content by using a camera on site to take photos and videos and to tell that story, that storytelling narrative. So there are two really, there's small differences. Whilst there's small differences, one takes a little bit of time, the other one takes significantly more time. And that's what I'm going to run through with the content creation next week in our tips and tricks. So that's content curation. There we go. I'm getting myself confused. So if you're building on your storytelling narrative, start to find images, documents, articles, things that you can use to leverage the curation of your own story. And then that's where we start. We start to share that content through our social media platforms, and we start the conversation around what it is that we're doing. So if you've got any questions, please yell out, hit me up in the Linktree bio, or book a time through my Set More calendar, which is in the link below. But otherwise, I look forward to talking about content creation next week. Cheers.